Welcome back, Santa Clarita Valley. We're here on the neighborhood watching your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, brought to you by All American Bail Bonds, where we were just talking about how to get into the bail bond industry. And now we want to get back, shift gears for a second, and talk about some of the outreach that the Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station and just the greater Sheriff's Department, countywide as a whole, is doing with social media apps. A lot of cool stuff out there.
Yes.
And you are well-versed, shall we say, in social media and the apps, the APPs.
The APPs.
I'm just calling it that. I'm sorry.
Oh, goodness,
got away from me there.
Even Kyle's shaking his head.
I should have used the radio voice. It would have. Everything sounds a little bit more
Now
acceptable.
you're going to get a nap.
Here we go. Nextdoor.
Nextdoor.
What the heck
yes.
is it? It's a social media network. I know that much. I'm on it.
You are on
my
it.
neighborhood.
So I think this is going to be an interesting conversation. Here's why. Are you ready?
I think Nextdoor is a great program.
You are on it as a resident.
Right.
I am on it as law enforcement.
As an admin.
Well, I wouldn't say admin.
Okay.
But let me, for the people that know what Nextdoor is, I have to say that we are not able, and Perry and I tested this out, we are not able to see what your community conversations are about.
Right.
And we are not able to see all the things that
Like all
you
the
as a
stuff that
resident
I post about Deputy Josh Dubin.
Right. I'm
my
not able to
neighborhood.
see that.
You can't
We're
see
able to send messages to all the communities on Nextdoor, and they're able to respond to my message that I sent, and they're able to inbox me, which is kind of like just sending an email. But I'm not able to see your community conversations.
I had an interesting conversation with Nextdoor, and I just want to take it back for a second for
Take it
people
back.
who don't know, and for people who aren't using the program. It is something you definitely want to check out. You go to nextdoor.com. You can sign up. It's free. And what's unique about it, it's a little different from Facebook. You can communicate with people on there, but it only allows you to communicate with the people actually physically living in your neighborhood. It
And they're
verifies your address.
vetted. You're right. And they're verified.
It verifies your address through a number of ways, like a credit card billing address, or a utility bill was one way, but I'm told they don't do that anymore.
But they also can send you a postcard or
Or a
something to your
postcard,
house.
right.
Yeah.
You respond and say, hey, I got this code in the mail, and boom, instantly you're on there, and it shows you a map of all the houses in the area and the people. Like, I signed in through Facebook, so the people in my next door neighborhood community can see that it's me, and they can message me on Facebook if they want to, or they can use Nextdoor because they're all linked, and we can communicate with each other. I guess there's coyotes being spotted in my neighborhood and raccoons, which I saw, and people were talking about that. People were putting out, hey, there's a TV on my corner, but more importantly.
Like a TV for sale, or like just come and take it?
I was really sad about that. But somebody's like, oh, yeah, we got this brand new TV, and so this 50-inch TV, we don't need it anymore. And I was like, oh. And then somebody had already gotten it. But that's not what we're here to talk about. But point being, for people like yourself, Josh, you can get the word out to a specific neighborhood if there's an incident. And that's what I think is really cool about it from a law enforcement standpoint is, in the past, you have Nixle, which is great at reaching a high number of people.
Right.
And if you want to get something out, like, say, there's an event coming up in the whole Santa Clarita Valley community, you want to go Nixle, right? But if you're having, like, let's say, a coffee with the captain, like Roosevelt Johnson, and it's in one part of Newhall, and you can also send directly to that neighborhood.
Correct.
Or like if there's a standoff was one of the
right, and you're able to use Nixle for that. This is just another way, and we've realized that different people receive their information in different ways. However, if you're not on Nixle, or even if you are, Nextdoor is something interesting to check out, at least for community involvement with the residents that live around you. So you guys could talk about things going on in the neighborhood. You can even say, hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar?
I think, yeah. And I think what legitimizes it is that the Sheriff's Department has gotten involved and has created this community, and you guys have a special, like you said, platform where you're not monitoring people, but you can send out information and you can contact. And
we don't have the ability to monitor anybody. I know that's been a concern. We don't have the ability to monitor anybody. We're just able to send messages out.
And it seems like a natural fit because a lot of from talking to the people at Nextdoor, about like 25 to 30% of the people on there were posting about, oh, this is going on in my neighborhood, this is happening.
Right.
And then so I guess the two sides, communicated, and now we have this, which is a good thing.
Right. So some of the programs that we're using, at least at our local sheriff station and throughout LA County, Nextdoor now, Nixle, Nixle, Twitter, at SCV Sheriff, which is now a verified account with a little blue check.
Oh. So is that JDLSD?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. At JDLASD is verified. At Perry R. Smith is not, but it's getting there.
But we're working on it. And we have a Facebook page. We have a website, santaclarita.lasd.org.
And there's a couple more apps that I want to get the word out on. I don't know if you're familiar with this one, Ignore No More. Have you heard of that one?
No.
It's a pretty cool app from what I heard. There is a fee for it, so I'm not sitting here endorsing.
How much are they paying you?
But it's $2 per mobile device that you put it on, and if you go to if you just Google Ignore No More, it'll get you on there. It's an app that it lets a parent shut down a mobile device if the kid doesn't answer the phone or the kid ignores mom's calls. Then you just put in your deal and you put in the code, and it won't let them use the phone until you call back the parent. So
really, you should install that on Kyle's phone. Nope, your phone's turned off, Kyle.
Yeah, don't look. You're gonna hear about that. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick commercial break on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, brought to you by All American Bail Bonds. Right after this. Welcome back, Santa Clarita Valley. We're here on your neighborhood watch. Twice a month, we talk about Sheriff Station outreach with Santa Clarita Valley Sheriff Station Crime Prevention Unit Deputy Josh Dubin in the studio with me, and we were just talking about social media apps. We were talking about Nextdoor, which is a program you need to have and need to get on board with, and Pulse Point was another thing that I wanted to mention. I thought that was a pretty cool app. It links you directly. It was put out by Pulse Point, but it's used by the fire department. Let people know if there's a fire in your neighborhood.
Or a medical emergency.
Right, or a medical emergency, I think was the initial cause. Like if somebody needs CPR and you're in that neighborhood and you have that app, Pulse Point, it'll tell you, hey, medical emergency, this block right next door with the address. And so you can maybe save a life. So that's a pretty good thing.
And that's a free app.
Right, that's a free app. The Works and the City app are also free. The City of Santa Clarita has its own app, and so does the county. The county's app is pretty new, and it's called The Works, and it lets you complain about stuff or, send notices or get information. Whatever you want to contact the county
complain about stuff.
Okay, I'm not trying to rip on the county. I'm not trying to bring
the
anybody
city's
down.
app lets you complain about stuff too.
As somebody who works with the public a lot, most of the time people take the time to complain people take the time to contact an agency when they're concerned about something.
Well, we take compliments also. We don't have an app, but we take compliments.
And I wasn't going to say most of the time people don't. I don't know that, but I'm just saying most of the time if I'm alarmed to the point I'm going to complain.
Right. Well, both the city's app and the county's app we've talked about in our Nixles too. They are actually outstanding apps. So,
but mission to civilize. Let's start to use these apps to say, hey, great job, deputy or emergency personnel. Thank you for saving a life.
Or roadway worker.
How about that? How about we spin everything on its head? Huh?
I was working
mission to civilize.
I was working patrol. What day was it? A couple days ago, and there was a traffic collision at San Francisco and Copper Hill. A pretty bad traffic accident.
And that road is.
Yeah. Well, the problem was the sun. It was the sun. It was bright. Anyways, traffic accident happened. Yeah. The city road workers were the first one on scene. They set up cones, helped us out tremendously. It was awesome. So shout out to them.
And, of course, what the event that everybody is excited about and has been probably for the last 11 months is the haunted jailhouse.
I thought you were going to say the state of the city.
Okay, well, the state of the city is happening, too. It's going on at the Hyatt Regency Valencia.
At 11:30 today.
11:30 today.
And the city's actually going to be live tweeting it at Santa Clarita. They're going to be live tweeting it. Yes, okay. Kyle. Yes.
Kyle's jaw is literally on the floor right now. He's in a frenzy. Don't leave the board. Don't leave the board to go sign up for to follow at Santa Clarita. Okay.
They
finish the show.
During the State of the City, they play some videos and different things about what's going on.
They keep it light. Yeah,
it's actually fun. Yeah. And they those videos will end up on YouTube on the City of Santa Clarita's YouTube channel. So
right, okay.
Some of them feature the Crime Prevention Unit.
Okay.
Maybe feature the zone leader deputies.
Did you do a little video work? Did you get on camera? Wow.
I may or may not have a cameo for a moment, but the other zone leaders are also on there. So
they didn't make you hold the camera. That's nice of them.
No, that was Evan.
So yeah, haunted jailhouse. Speaking of light and fun, we're broadcasting live 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the Sunday before Halloween, October 26th. Just to kind of give it a magnitude larger than Disneyland. I mean, how big time does Sheriff
just
Station
the fact that
go? I mean, thousands of people flock.
I feel like Josh and Perry broadcasting live for 3 hours.
That's not a big enough draw to get the entire community.
If you want to be on the radio, you come up and talk to us.
Yeah, exactly. People are free to come up and, give us their thoughts or just, tease Josh Dubin. He'll be there, right?
Maybe by then we'll find out if you did or did not win the 40 under 40 award.
Are you You know what? I'm just not keeping my hopes. I'm not getting my hopes up. Just if it's a nice surprise, I don't want to be the Susan Lucci of the top 40s.
Did you get that joke, Kyle?
Nominated.
You understood what that meant? I didn't get that.
You know what? Google it. All right? Okay. Just get some culture and learn about daytime dramas and figure out what's going on. Guy, call yourself a deputy.
So yeah, we do have the haunted jailhouse. That is Sunday, October 26th, 11 a.m. It's like $1 to get in. It's our 25th
And
annual
that
one.
goes
So
to the Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Club.
right, and so this is our 25th annual one, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
We have
KHTS, we're big supporters of this. It's a great event. You guys have the zip line there. You have
Right.
all different sheriff's department teams that come and help out and volunteer, and also fire department is
Right.
there too. What's your favorite? You have a couple of young
We have-
kids. What do they like?
well, they have the costume contest,
Costume
you know, the
contest.
moon bounce, all the sheriff's department displays, the Douse a Deputy booth, which I will.
Are you going to get in?
No, I will be on the radio.
How did you get out of that?
Because I will be live on the radio on AM
boy.
1220.
So that's why you wanted to do the show.
Yeah.
Huh? Didn't want to get the uniform wet. Who's going in the Dunk-a-Deputy tank?
You know, we have shifts. They're going to be rotating, so it's going
Is
to be.
Deputy Brian Heischerber going to be in the tank?
I sure hope so.
I'm going to bring some change.
Yeah.
All right. Who else? Can we get Kyle Jellings on there? Can we get a Dunka KHTS station manager booth going?
Oh, I would love that. I would pay
Flexing the
$5.
guns. He's upset.
I mean, he was a
flexing the guns.
Yeah, he was a
But
Circus
be careful.
Vargas ringleader.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of.
He's the Renaissance man.
Yeah, he is.
He's a man of the people too.
So our next episode of the Neighborhood Watch is,
When is
the
it?
23rd.
Okay.
That
You're
would
gonna be here
next
in the studio,
Thursday. Yes.
right next to me. We're gonna definitely hype up the Haunted Jailhouse more then.
Right.
But again, come check it out. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be
Absolutely. And next October 23rd, next Thursday, that will be our 1-year anniversary Neighborhood Watch.
Yeah.
Boom.
We started.
Where's the
show-
applause? Where's the applause sound, Kyle?
Oh, he's
Hurry,
not even
get it.
scrambling anymore. He's just looking at me like, "What do you
He's
want
scrambling.
from me?" Hold
Do we
on,
hear
let me
the?
get Oh, no, he's waving me off.
He's waving me off. We have no applause sound. How about the earthquake sound?
Can we get an earthquake bumper? Can we get an earthquake bumper? I'll get my headphones off for that. Oh, and we're out of time.
What a way to end the show.
Not with a
Just-
bang, but with a
yeah,
whisper.
just throw your
1
hands in
year
the air
of
and
the
just be
Neighborhood
like, yeah.
Watch. Well, thank you for listening. That's all the time we have. If you have, Josh, give them the outreach contact information.
SantaClarita.lasd.org. Find us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter at SCV Sheriff.
Who else should they
HometownStation.com.
follow on Twitter?
At Kyle Jellings.
Okay, yeah, all right. That's not where I was going with it. I was going at Perry R. Smith, and you stopped. At JDLSD, thank you for watching Your Neighborhood Watch, brought to you by All American Bail Bond on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.